Hi guys, so today we're going to be doing some viral cat's eye designs and from Instagram this time, mostly. I know we usually see them on TikTok, but there have been some really cool designs that have caught my eye on Instagram actually. You guys know I love cat's eye gel, so I thought why not do a whole video dedicated to it, trying some of these really cool viral designs I've been seeing, because I feel like a lot of other people are also obsessed with the cat's eye gel right now. So let's just get straight into it. So I am just going to do some really quick prep. I'm not going to be using my Jello peel off because I want to use this base coat and try it out. And I'm actually going to put nails on both hands, but I don't know if I'm going to do both hands in this video because I'm going out tomorrow, so I'd at least like to have nails on, even if one hand doesn't have a design. And then let me just prep the tips also. These are the Après Extra Long Sculpted Almond. I believe this is like a new shape and length combo for them, but they are actually decently long. I also got some of their new extra long ones. These are just extra long. Like, look how long. I love. The lighting in this video may feel a bit off because I went and turned on all my lights today and one of them popped, which is not what you want to hear when you turn on one of your lights, and it's no longer working. So I had to order some parts for it. And then of course I'm just going around the edges to give them a quick file to match the shape of my cuticle a little bit better. And then I'm just going to give them a quick little etching with my e-file. We gotta brush all the dust off. Now I'm going to use my dehydrator and primer from my glazed kit from the last video I put up. This is dehydrator and then primer. Alright, now we can finally grab this out. Here is the base coat. So I'm going to just do a thin layer of that all on my nail. Then I'm going to cure. Now to put these on, I'm going to use the Après Extend Gel Novice. This is a thick gel. And with this stuff, I like to just scoop a little bit of it straight from the jar, then grab a silicone tool and push it up that way. I find that sometimes, even if you have enough, it can not want to reach the edges. So I always make sure to bring it to the edges. And let's see. Okay, I needed a little bit more. There we are. These ones are sculpted, so I do need to use a little bit more gel to fill in that space since my nail beds are much flatter compared to these tips. And then I usually just put them straight in my regular lamp since they don't move around or slide with this thick gel. You don't need to like hold them in place when you cure it. And we have the nails all on now, so let me tell you guys what the first design is going to be. So this first design is this cushion looking design. I've seen this design vary a lot from a bunch of different people, but the one I'm wanting to follow today is from a brand account. It's from Divock. These little indentations are a lot smaller than a lot of the other designs that I saw, and it just looks so intricate, so let's get to it. I'm going to again start with my base coat for this because I accidentally filed a little bit too much down here, but it'll also make sure that we get our cat's eye on nice and smooth. Then for my cat's eye gel, I'm going to use this Space Opera on Flash Dark Gray. This has like a really pretty bright pink shift. It also has some reflective pigment in it, as you can kind of see here. It's a mess too. I need to clean this up. Ooh, should we do a base coat for a color? I think we should. For my base color, I'm going to use this gray. It is like a gray with also kind of like a pinkish hue to it. It's just not cat's eye. It's just like that kind of like shifty-ish pigment, but it's similar, so I feel like it'll go well. I definitely forgot how sheer that cat's eye was. Then a quick wipe. Okay, now for the cat's eye. I am going to try to put it on a little thick. Look at how pretty. Okay, let's move it around with the magnet. Okay, I might need to use my little flashlight for this because I cannot see what is happening. Okay, let's see if this is any better. Okay, yeah, I can definitely see better. Oh my gosh, look at how pretty. I forgot to mention this one also has like a, not just like a pink here, but this like bright orange. Oh my gosh, beautiful. Now, of course, I have to get my patty gel out. Believe it or not, I have a bunch of her other colors. I think almost all of them, except I did not have the clear. So this is very exciting. So I'm gonna go and put about that much on. I feel like that's probably a good amount. And then I'm going to try to flatten this out the way I normally would, which is with a silicone tool and a small amount of alcohol, just so it is malleable. But Evie's polygels are usually pretty easy to move around, so I don't think we will have much of a problem. Ooh, look at that, smoothing out so nicely. I may end up needing a little bit more. I definitely want it to be like puffy looking. We're getting there though. I would say it's fairly smoothed out, so we're ready, all nice and smooth. I have my spatula, so let's give this a try. I feel like this is kind of a thick spatula, but I feel like it's like the one they're using, similar at least. I'm gonna just try to like squish it down and maybe like roll up. All right, all right. Then I'm making sure to wipe it off because there is a little bit of gel that sticks to it. I need to fix this one a little bit. I think I'm gonna do just those two lines because I'm gonna do a little bit bigger of boxes just because that was really small what they did. Well, my straight lines certainly could use some work. Then I'm gonna try to pull off like the little excess on these over here. I can always file just like the outside if I need to at the end. Okay, let's try now to do the like in between. All right, and now for the last set of lines. All right, and here we are. I feel like the polygel smoothed out a little bit too much. That could be totally my fault with just using a little bit of like a slip with this, but I feel like without it, it would kind of like drag through. I don't know how you would do it without. And it looks interesting. I feel like it's not as defined as I was wanting. Suppose I could go in and try to like redo some of the lines with like something sharp like this to try to get some of those original marks back, but I guess I don't know. It might be that polygel wasn't really what you're supposed to use for this. It could be like a solid gel, which is a bit like less sticky, like a sculpting one. Maybe I should get that and try it with that. I think that might be easier because I feel like it just smoothed out, which you actually do want in a polygel. Like polygel that can level it all is very nice, except for if you're trying to like leave indentations. So let me go grab a different gel. Yeah, because I feel like, look, it's like smoothing out. I think I used the wrong gel. One moment, let me get this off and we can try something else. All right, I went and grabbed some Trippy gel, and this is sculpting gel that's meant to keep its shape, so this might work better. All right, let's try this. Probably gonna need a good amount though. And this is much harder to smooth out like that. Definitely not as movable. So we'll be here for a minute doing this. Okay, now let's try. Oh, yep, that's definitely what I should have been using. Everything is staying so much more defined now. Also, my horizontal lines are terrible. I cannot get it even. There we go. Oh no, it's slanted. I'm gonna use a smaller spatula for all of the like little mini lines. And I'm gonna do each one of these just one at a time. It is looking so cool so far. Look at that. Okay, then now just for the other side. It's getting a little bit hard to see at this point, like where I need to be doing it, because there's so many different lines and like so many different reflections. Wow, look at that. Okay, I'm gonna cure this. It looks so good. So much better than I thought I was gonna get. Oh my gosh. Okay, look at that. Wow. Okay, let's put a top coat. I'm like debating if I want to file the edges or not. I feel like it's not too unshapely around the edges, so I think I might leave it. Wow. So now let me get out my top coat. This should really make it just really pop. And here is the final product. It looks so cool. Like there's just so many different colors. Look at it, it's almost looking green there. It looks really cool. I love that. This one actually, okay, did come from TikTok, but it is a bunny design, which is so cute. And this one is from Habomnails. I'm so sorry if that's wrong. I've been seeing people do the animal ears designs with the cat's eye for a while, but they show us how to do it nice and easily. So I'm sure that we can get this one down hopefully pretty quickly. This next one is fairly simple. We just have to kind of like barely twist the magnet together, unlike the heart one. I'm gonna try to flatten this a bit. All crinkly. Then it looks like it's just one little twist, just enough to kind of like stay together. Although I think that I want these like more like that, it seems like. All right, so like a skinny V. So before we do that, I'm going to put on my base. My base is going to be this really pretty pink color. This one is Blossom from the Secret Nail Affair. I think it's like Fantasy Garden collection. It's whatever spring collection they put out. I think that's the name. And I'm still going to do my base coat first, just so everything is nice and smooth. And now for the color. And then a second coat. For my cat's eye, I am going to just mix this magnetic pigment with some top coat. The mixture is looking nice. I tried to pack it full of pigment. Ooh, it is. Hopefully it moves. If not, we can add some more gel. Okay, so first we'll magnetize these little pieces. Perfect. And then we're supposed to put the magnet so it like looks like a bunny head, so the ears and then the face, so like that. All right, let's try it. Stop, that is so cute. Okay, not exactly what I want, but I can totally see. That is so cute. I can totally see like the ears and stuff. I'm going to like reset this and then I'm gonna do it a little bit higher up since they do kind of go a little skinny at the bottom. I feel like we're not getting the full head shape. Okay, let's try it a little bit higher up. Not quite. Really, I feel like I'm just struggling with not touching the magnet to the nail and not mess it up. So I'm gonna try to look from the side this time. Okay, we're getting there. That one looks like a little frog. I think my bunny ears need to be a little bit longer. So let me see if I have any like what I need in my little stash of modified paper clips. You know what? Let's try this one just for fun. I also have this one. Let's try this. Well, that worked. I'm just curious what this one would look like. It's not going to be very even, I don't think, but more of like a big bunny head. And lastly, I already have this one. This one's kind of like a long V, and it's very even, actually. So maybe this one will be it. Kinda, that one works as well. I think for my final design, I'm going to use this one. That looks so cute. Then we just need a couple of little black details for the face. Eyes went smoothly, and now I'm doing the nose. Then I've grabbed this glitter so I can get a little piece of heart glitter, like so. And I'll probably put a couple extra just around it. It could be cute if we do the hearts on both sides, like that. No, okay, I'm gonna do it just on one side, and then I'm gonna just put a couple little hearts up here to kind of fill in the space. And then lastly, a top coat. I do wish that the pigment had kind of been more even down here. I might have touched it or something with the magnet and it might have like missed or something like that, but I just feel like it looks like a little splotchy. But other than that, I feel like this is really cute. You can definitely change like how big you want the face and the ears with how close you get with the magnet or the angle. It would be super easy to like change up the ears to do like bear ears and stuff like that. And here's our little bunny. This next design is really what made me think to do this video. It's this really textured looking design by snail_smile room. There are so many cool designs that they've done in this method of doing lines of thicker gel over a matte cat's eye gel, and I've been dying to do it, so let's get into it. I already have my base coat on, and for my base color, I'm gonna start with this gel. This is Cherry Blossom by Nails by Deb. This one does have little hollow glitters in it, but I think that'll look cute in it. If it doesn't work, we can always redo it, but I'm gonna do one coat of this. Then for the magnetic part, I'm gonna add some of this gel into my previous magnetic mixture so we can use all of that up, and that way we can add some color to it. And actually, just so it's not so translucent, I'm gonna do a second coat of the base color. We'll give that a white. Look how pretty it is on its own though. Now let's apply the magnetic mixture. Then I'm gonna do my normal magnetizing of it and then cure. Then I'm gonna take my Nails by Deb matte top coat and we're gonna put a matte top coat on it. Now this is a wipe top coat, so to get the matte reveal, you do need to wipe it. For the lines, I'm going to start out trying to use this Groovy Glob gel just because I have some hard gel, but I can't say that I have any that I think would be really great for this. Like my one in a pot is sort of meant to help level out, so I don't want it to like all melt together. But since this glob gel is like meant to stay together, I think that'll be best. Okay, are you ready? I don't know what design I want to do. I can just do straight or I could do like curved. I don't know what will be easiest. Such a hard decision. Let's start with like half of them straight. Okay, perfect. I think this was the right call with this gel. I am 100% holding my breath while I do every single line. This looks so good, and it's actually so easy because the gel is so thick. You have a little bit of wiggle room as you're doing it, and it makes it just so much easier. Definitely give this design a try. Like, I'm so impressed with it. I think that now that I did those vertical lines, I think I'm gonna do horizontal on this side. If you remember my heart cat's eye design video, this next method is a little take on that, doing a flower design instead. Now, whenever I did that heart cat's eye video, I actually spent hours and hours and hours trying to also do a flower, but I could not get it to work. So I'm super excited to follow along with this and hopefully get it this time. I do not know how to pronounce their username, but they just have B on their profile. So shout out to you for finally finding a way to make a flower design work. So I'm gonna start with some wire. This is thinner wire, so it should work just fine. I'm gonna try to make them the same length. I don't know how long they need to be. Then let's flatten. Oh no. As I was saying, let's flatten these out and then twist together. A couple months ago when I was like hyper fixated on the heart magnet design, I also tried to do a flower myself, and I spent hours trying to get it to work and I just could not. So I'm so glad that someone figured it out, because I don't know why exactly it was so difficult. I just had a really hard time getting like my two wires to stay together. So I'm just trying to bend all of these and get them straight. That's the only thing that sucks about the wire being like wrapped up like that, is it wants to stay like that. Then we bend these together. I'm gonna need to get my pliers. I feel like that kind of hurts my fingers a little bit. Okay, let's get this into like an X formation. Okay, I've got my little formation here. Okay, now I need to flatten it out. I'm getting all of these like in little formation now before I cut them. They got a little bit bent up. I'm just trying to get everything like tight. Oh no, I was just trying to tighten it. Oh no. Okay, well, you know what? Let's just see if this works anyway. I don't even know what would be at this point, like a little X. Okay, let me cut these. Okay, I think I was a little off on my placements too. They tell you like exactly which ones to do, and I thought I did, but I guess I did not. Let's just see how this looks anyway. And then they do it where they like bend theirs, so I'll just do a little curve. Let's get some sort of base on this. So I'm gonna make the gel again. You guys know I love mixing up my own cat's eye gels. I just like can't resist. So I'm gonna make it a blue-ish one, although it's probably gonna look actually more green. And I'm gonna use this blue tiny gel. It's a jelly. And then I'm gonna go in with some magnetic gold pigment, which is why it's probably gonna look a little bit green. Then I'm gonna also go in with a cyan and blue pigment. This one looks a lot more green too, but we'll see. Oh no, I see the blue now. We'll also add in a little bit of our mixing gel just to thin it out a little bit and mix. I'm gonna do a base color of this jelly blue just so it's not quite as transparent. We have some, you know, blue underneath. I think these tiny jelly gels are probably the most used in all of my gel collection. I love them still. Like, so much for when I actually run out of them, I will rebuy them, which I can't say happens a lot with like color gel. Now for my little gel mixture, definitely looking gold. I might need to end up thinning this out a little bit more, but we'll see. Okay, let's get it all magnetized. And this is my failed one. We're just gonna see how it looks just for fun. I don't think it's actually going to work like at all. I don't even know what would happen with it. Like, nothing. It's happening, but slowly. That's what we got. I did, however, manage to actually make it exactly how it's supposed to be. Those little outside pieces might be a little long. We might have to cut them down. I might try to. Let's see if this works. Is that a perfect bunny? Hey, we could have done that earlier. That's straight a bunny. Okay, I think I need to curve these side ones a bit because they're not even like being seen by the magnet gel. Okay, let's give this a little retry. Same thing again. I'm gonna chop off a little bit of length on this. I think it's a butterfly is really what's happening here now. Somehow this is turning into a heart. Okay, wait, I think I'm getting somewhere. Oh, yay! I did it! Okay, so this isn't quite as defined as I was hoping it would be. You can kind of see it like at an angle a bit more, the indents. Next time I want to make one that's definitely longer so that I can put it like in the center, because right here, it's kind of hard to see since it's so skinny up here. That, or do it on like a, you know, wider nail, like a square or something. And also maybe make it a little bit smaller. I don't know. I guess I could cut down that other one too, but I feel like it does work, but it's going to be one of those things again that you need to like really tweak. Let's put a top coat over this and see if it like really pops. Okay, I feel like I can see it a little bit better now with the top coat. And here it is with the top coat. Flower looks best like that. Anyway, let's move on. For our final design is this cat's eye butterfly design from Nail Art by Jen. I feel like Nail Art by Jen is like the queen of cat's eye designs. She definitely starts so many of these trends with the cat's eye designs. And I'm not sure if I've ever done one, but if you haven't, make sure to go check out her page because there are so many amazing designs. But right now we're going to focus on the butterfly wing design. Now this one really relies on my nail art skills and less on the cat's eye. Hopefully it will still look good. My base for this one is going to be sky blue, again part of Secret Nail Affairs spring collection. Such a pretty color. Then I'm going to use these two. This is from Secret Nail Affairs rainbow cat's eye collection. Look at that. I'm going to use this like green and purple. I figured like a little bit of like an ombre-ish will be cute, and we will do our ombre with these. I might want to do 2 coats of this, we'll see. And then now a purple, and then I'll just ombre together. I swear this ombre brush is like one of my favorites. Ever since I got it, I feel like my ombres have been so much better. And this is a hollow cat's eye. I feel like it's a little bit harder to just see hollow cat's eye while you're trying to move it. I might need to get my flashlight out for this one. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, that'll definitely help. And let's do a second coat of this. And again. The hollow in this one is really, really fine. Now we draw the black part of the butterfly wing. I'm using Secret Nail Affairs Onyx Overload for this, and a Nails by Dev brush, of course, the best. It's gonna be a little bit of a skinnier wing. Okay, we'll just kind of line this bottom here. I know I already said to check out Nail Art by Jen's page, but really, really do. She has so many amazing ideas, especially if you love cat's eye. I'm fairly certain, I don't know this for a fact, but just from what I can infer, she does a lot of daily charms content for their Instagram page, and all of those designs are also amazing. She's so creative. If you're ever needing any inspiration, especially with cat's eye, go to her page. I was back and forth on which one of her designs I wanted to do for this video, and I think that obviously you guys can see these other nails are an absolute mess. I did a couple things and they are not coated in any way, shape, or form, so they're looking wrecked right now. So I just want to put something on these so that I don't walk around looking like my nails are like dirty as heck. And then I'm just filling everything in now. And I'm kind of thinking maybe we do another one of her designs on my other hand, just one of the easy ones, just so I can get something on there. There is a strawberry one that I absolutely love, and I'm thinking I might do the strawberry one, but let's do it in pink maybe. What do you guys think? Okay, hear me out. I know the black is a little bit thick, but I want to outline each one in silver. I think that'll give it some added pizzazz. And this like mirror-ish liner. Look how pretty. These are some of my favorite. I am going to actually do a base coat layer though, because I want the silver to go on nice and smooth. This silver gel is going on so smooth. I think it's the base coat. I really, really like it so far. Same with the top coat. Now for just the little dots, I probably should have. The black lines are definitely a little thick, but let's just put a top coat on this. Might have looked a little bit better if this nail wasn't so skinny. So I have my base coat on, and like I said, I'm going to do it pink, so I'm going to use this one from Secret Nail Art. This does have some hollow glitter in it. I have seen a couple of brands recently put out some jelly colors with hollow glitter in them, and I love every single one of them. They are my absolute favorite type. I think jelly in general is my favorite type of like gel, but the hollow just makes it so much prettier. I do want to make sure they do look pink, so I am going to do 2 coats of this. I'm going to make my cat's eye mixture now. I'm going to just get some mixing gel, and I'm also going to make another separate one because I want to do cat's eye on the stem as well. Then I'm mixing in just a tiny bit. I just want like the smallest sheen of this purple/pink magnetic pigment. Then the rest will be my normal, just like silver cat's eye pigment. And I put things in the wrong spot, so let me grab over more of this gel. So this one I only need like a little bit since it'll just be the stem. And also I'm going to add green to it. And then again, just the normal like silver cat's eye pigment. I've found that mixing gel with a silicone tool is the best. And you can like really mix it since it gets in like all the crevices. You lose a lot less of it too, just because like how much you can scrape off. Okay, let's do this one now. All right, my favorite part is doing the magnet. I could die. Look how pretty. Okay, now we got to do our second coat of the pink gel. And I'm definitely doing this one pretty thin. Okay, so now for the stems, I feel like this should be pretty simple. Just a couple little triangles in white as the base. And lastly, now I'm just going to put this green right over top. Absolutely love how these look. I think that I'm gonna go in with that one like mixture I made earlier and see if that looks good, because then all of it, like every single part, could be the cat's eye, and these probably look more like yellow since there's a lot of gold in there. So then maybe the seeds can be cat's eye too. Okay, let's see if we can. Okay, that was definitely the right move. And now finally a top coat. I love these. And here's how the full strawberry hand turned out, and then here are my various other test nails. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know not every single one turned out perfectly, but I loved trying all these different designs and techniques. I think that my favorite technique is this like lines over matte cat's eye. I think it's such a cool effect. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys liked this video. I love how every single one of these came out, but I definitely was a little heavy-handed on that butterfly design. All those lines should be way thinner. Maybe I will retry that one in the future when I'm not quite as rusty. Also, thank you to anyone who tags me in these designs. Of course, they come across on like my For You page and my feeds, but also I see some of them because you guys tag me in them, and I appreciate that so much. So make sure to tag me in any other designs you want to see me try to recreate or my take on them. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will hopefully see you next time. Bye!